I'm kind of surprised, the world that we live in. Um, we find many people today that just don't want to believe in God. And, it kind of doesn't sit well with my mind when people will come out of the woodwork and come up with some kind of phony explanation, some kind of thought that are not really lining up with how the universe is formed. And we say they said we evolved from whatever we evolved from. But I don't know, and I sometimes we have we have not only to look at it on the surface, but we have to get down, really down deep into it. um, One will say that it was a cell, then the cell became this and became that. Some even you know would support the the Big Bang theory, that all of a sudden there was boom, this explosion, and it occurred. Uh, you know, I'm going to address today. I'm going to address one thing concerning the so-called atheists. Those that that say that there is no God, there is no God, and all of that. Really, I don't know. I don't know. Let's try put two and two together. When you say atheist, from the Greek, it's atheos. A means the absence, the non-existence. Theos is God. That's what. So when you claim yourself being an atheist, really, I don't know. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me, scientifically speaking, because I'm a scientist. I'm not some kind of foolish guy. There's somebody that doesn't know what they're talking about. I am a scientist. I've been in so many labs. I take biology. That's what I live by. But when I look at the scientific methods, I look at it right through. There are other steps that we really don't take as scientists, to approve or disprove certain things. When it suits us well, we might apply the scientific method. When it doesn't suit us well, we put our brain in the trash can, and we just believe whatever that comes across us. Okay, one says that they are not they don't believe in God, or they don't believe that God exists and all of that. In my hand, I have a can. I have a can. Now, if I don't have this can in my hand, I cannot, in my mind, not believe that this can doesn't exist. If this can is not, if this can in my hand is not, uh, where am I? If I put the can away and my hand is empty, now I sit around telling people that I don't believe that I have a can in my hand. Yes, I don't, because the can exists, the can is here. But when I don't have it in my hand, I don't have a can. But if there was no can, this can was not, I wouldn't really go out on a limb to say I don't believe that it can exist. Back in the days, let's say 2,000 years ago, if someone came up with the idea to say that I don't believe that a car exists, they would have been right, because at that time there were no cars. But right now we have cars, and we have them everywhere. And if somebody says I don't believe a car exists, that's just out of line, because there are cars, and and the simple fact that the atheist said that I don't believe that God exists, is already putting them, it is already to me confirming that God exists, because you cannot believe in something that you don't know is there. Even the great scientists Copernicus, Galileo, and all of them that have been, Sir Isaac Newton, Albert Einstein, they deducted their formulas, they did their research based on the things that were there, and they couldn't. How could Newton evaluate the weight of the earth, or Einstein come about, because the earth is that way? That's how they came up with that. Now, suppose we say, "Oh no, I don't believe that the earth weighs a certain mass." I'm just going to be blunt with it. It's being stupid. It's being stupid. It's being out of your mind. So when it comes to atheism as a system of belief, really it has to be put in the garbage, because it doesn't stand. You will not tell me that all the genes in my body, they are lining up. There's no mutation. There's no mistake encoding my genetical backbone. Because my cells, they decide to do that. No, they follow a certain order. We don't start by being old and getting younger. We go in a increasing process. So there should have been someone in his authority, decreeing that this is how things are going to go. Even when we get in the lab, we predict what the outcome of an experiment is going to be. We know that if we take the right stuff, we mix this with that, we're going to get to this. There are errors that occurs, but not every time. If we were going to be, just made just like that, form, just like that, in a mistake, or molecules come here, come there, really, we wouldn't have all this order. The earth is mathematically, if I might say that, the earth is mathematically designed that this thing has to fit here so that it will work. We can even use the example of the prey and the predator, how the ecosystem has to be balanced, because if we have too many of these and less of that, it's going to cause the whole system to collapse. So now, why would someone, in the mind say, "Oh no, there's no God, we just see it like that"? I don't believe in that. That's sorry, sorry, that's not working. And anybody that is foolish enough to say that there is no God, really, they should stop breathing. If they're still breathing, that's only one fact. They are only one step away from knowing that, from acknowledging that there's a God. Because anyway, they say there's no God, but you cannot talk of something that there is not. Everything that we talk about, everything that we're doing, the Galileos, the Copernicus, they knew that the earth was round and all of that, because that's what it was. It was not, they were not guessing. It was a fact that they had to discover. And we call all of them discoveries. Yeah, we discovered this, we discovered this. Nobody has created anything yet.